Well, hello everyone, it's me, Bontakun, here on my new channel, Bonty's What Ifs. Now, before I get started with today's What If story, I just want to give a quick disclaimer. You're going to notice, if you watch What If scenarios regarding Dragon Ball Z, some similarities to Moscow X. That is because all of this is greatly inspired by him, and as I'm finding my own way to tell a narrative, I'd just like it to be known that there might be some parallels between him and myself, and it isn't meant to be plagiaristic. It's meant to be out of respect for his art, because he is an amazing storyteller. And if by chance you haven't seen him before you came across me, go check out Moscow X, because he tells amazing what-if stories. So, with that in mind, let's get today's story of what if Raditz and Goku fought at Kame House. Before I really start the story, however, there is one other change to this timeline that I need to make before the start of Z unfolds. It's back during the events of the King Piccolo arc. Krillin does not die in this scenario. In this time, Goku does perceive him as dead. He believes that he is dead when he sees him, so he goes on in his fit of rage. But as it turns out, Krillin was just put into a comatose state from the battle. Not really battle. Tambourine really blindsided him, but didn't get the kill. And thus, as a result, the Dragon Balls were not needed to revive Krillin, which will explain why the scenario is handled a little bit differently momentarily. The scene opens up with the events of Dragon Ball Z unfolding. The story has just begun, and Raditz has reached Kame House. This is where things diverge, and it's a pretty big one. You see, Raditz, instead of deciding to give Goku an opportunity then and there to prove his worth by going and killing some people, he decides that the best way to teach the Saiyan brother of his a lesson, and his nephew, is by pummeling him into the ground right then and there, and establishing dominance, as some Saiyans might do. Now, this is a bit more in Bardock's nature. He's fairly aggressive and everything, and Raditz may be more cowardly, but that's really in a circumstance where he's not got the upper hand. In this situation, he knows full well that he's stronger than Goku. He clearly knows that he's stronger than Krillin, because he just kicked him through a building, and he's probably stronger than the old man as well, you know, Master Roshi, and Bulma too. So, in this scenario, Raditz decides right then and there that he's going to fight Goku, and really just make the record straight that he is stronger than the other, and that his little brother needs to get in line behind him. The battle is about to begin, and Bulma goes to make her escape. She's not really fit for the fight, so she needs to get out of there safe and sound. And she does. Krillin, Master Roshi, and Goku stay behind on the island to fight, leaving the opportunity for Bulma to get out of there safely. Now, Raditz probably could have killed her, but it's not really his focus, and since it's not really the key area that he's trying to explore, it's not really that big of an issue. So he just goes ahead and lets the woman go. Krillin, because he has not died yet from the Dragon Balls, is not as afraid in this story. He still has the opportunity to be revived once by the Dragon Balls, and by golly, he might just have to take it. So the battle begins. It's Master Roshi, Krillin, and Goku against Raditz, with Piccolo watching in the back. But when the Dragon Team members start to fall and falter, it's time for him to step in. Master Roshi is knocked out in the proceedings fairly early on as well. This is Saiyan Saga Master Roshi. He's a little rusty. He needs to get back on his game. Krillin, however, does die in the ensuing battle, and then the rest of the battle kind of unfolds as usual. Gohan getting his rage boost. He's witnessing this entire battle happening, and then Goku succumbing to the special beam cannon in order to prevent Raditz from getting away from it. So the two of them die, but not without the Saiyans hearing the story of the Dragon Balls and deciding they will appear in 1 year's time. Hey everyone, it's me after the fact. I just kind of want to mention real quick that Piccolo does still take Gohan. Those sorts of events still occur as normal. As I was editing this video, I thought that was probably a noteworthy thing to say. This does lead to some major divergences from the original series. For one, when Goku goes to Snake Way in order to train with King Kai, it's pretty obvious that Krillin is also going to receive that opportunity. Therefore, the journey down Snake Way begins with the two of them rather than just Goku. And because of this, the distractions don't really happen nearly as often because Krillin is a little more level-headed than Goku. So they reach King Kai's planet a little bit sooner than before. I would say that the scenario of him falling off of Snake Way wouldn't occur at all. However, when food gets involved, I think suffice it to say Goku is going to go ahead and fall for that trap. So that event probably still occurs. Now, another thing too is we gotta remember, Bulma escaped there, and she's going to catch on to the fact that Raditz probably had a spaceship somewhere. So, tracking down the spaceship is her main task. She locates it, and because she's not in such a hasty need of capturing the spaceship and accidentally self-destructing it with a remote, she takes it to Capsule Corp and actually just starts studying it then and there, 1 year ahead of the time that she normally would start working on that technology. Now, when they get to King Kai's planet, this is a really important thing too. It's something that I always felt like was kind of denied in the series. King Kai will train both of them in the Kaioken technique. There is the obvious fact that Goku's Saiyan physiology is built to make him stronger overall than any human's ever going to reach. However, at this point in the story, the humans are not irrelevant. Krillin training on his own preparing for the Saiyans made him strong enough to take out several Cybermen at once. And although he wasn't even close to Nappa's strength, he was significantly stronger than Raditz in just 1 year's time of training, when at the time that he just encountered Raditz, he was just getting kicked through buildings without being able to put up a fight. At this point in the story, the human strength is still relevant, and it is believable to think that they could reach the likes of Nappa or someone like that. We take a look into the future at the events of Dragon Ball Super, at the Resurrection F movie. The Frieza Force soldiers don't compare to Krillin in the slightest bit. They aren't even close to his power. And he's just caught off guard himself at how strong he is compared to everyone else. It's not even a challenge. Humans have a lot of potential that never got reached in the series, and I think that it's a great opportunity for Krillin to learn the Kaioken. So he's going to learn the Kaioken. He's also going to learn the Spirit Bomb. Because he's a little better at focusing than Goku, I would say that's the area that he focuses on, because the Kaioken is a little harder on his body. So Goku's going to learn the Kaioken more efficiently than Krillin, but Krillin's going to learn the Spirit Bomb more efficiently than Goku. Both of them, however, will still learn the Spirit Bomb. Now you might be asking me, what does that mean for the Dragon Team that's stuck on Earth when the Saiyans arrive? I do have a solution for that, and I think it's a pretty good one. You see, the events of them showing up late to Earth are still going to occur. That was King Kai's lapse of judgment that led to him needing to make the trek back on Snake Way without being prepared to do it. So that's still going to occur, only now it's with Goku and Krillin frantically trying to speed their way back to Earth. That leaves the Dragon Team minus Krillin, but with an addition. And it's because of the way that the Dragon Balls wish them back. See, in the original series, they were able to bring back Goku just by asking for Goku to come back. However, in this version, they have to word it in a way that's kind of plural. So they're going to word it in a way that says that those that died in the battle against Raditz return. And that includes Raditz. Raditz doesn't have to make the trek up Snake Way. He's just plopped right back down on Earth at the island, no idea what's going on. But he does hear a voice, and it's Bulma's, right in Kame house. So he storms in there and sees her wearing his scouter, and out of sheer anger, he just smacks her out of the way and takes it. He puts it on, and he sees the power readings listing Vegeta and Nappa off in the distance, and he makes his way there without really harming any of the people, because, again, he's very confused. He has no idea what's going on, but he arrives there to the site to see Vegeta and Nappa disgruntled to see him rather than happy. He has no idea why, but all he knows is the threat that Vegeta has just made against him. And bear with me, because I'm going to try to do an impression. If it isn't the deserter, Raditz, you should have stayed in hiding. I guess you're going to die with the rest of these pathetic humans. And out of sheer fear, Raditz decides to join the Dragon Team in waiting and holding the fort down for Goku and Krillin to show up. And I think that's where we're going to end things today. So let me know what you guys think. If you like this, please, this is a new channel. I could use all the support I can. Go ahead and leave that like. Go ahead and subscribe for more to come. Give me a comment on what you guys think you'd like to see happen next, or any other scenarios that you'd like to see. And they don't just have to be Dragon Ball. This is a What If channel that's geared towards pretty much everything else. But because this is something that is inspired by Moscow X and the amazing storytelling that he does, it really gripped me to start it out with a Dragon Ball scenario, and I think that this could be a really cool one in the future. So let me know what you guys think, and until the next one, bye!